We're going to show you how to configure extensions, trunks and groups within KSS Call Suite. To do this, we go into the Configure Telephone System area and select the PBX, select Devices, and we're going to show you initially how to configure extensions. So let's just go ahead and select the extensions. At this point, we can create or edit an extension, we can create a range of extensions, or we can import extensions, which is covered in a separate video. We're going to go ahead and create a new extension. We can see there's a blank list of extensions there, so in order to create one, let's click on the Add New Extension button. We enter the extension number and the extension name. And we also need to assign a type to the extension. Normally you would leave that as unassigned. If the extension happens to be, for instance, a mobile extension, then you would specify a non-PBX phone. It may be a voicemail port, in which case select voicemail. Alternatively, it may be an extension that you don't actually want to produce stats for, and you don't want to use up a license for that particular extension. So if this is an extension that you wish to exclude from the call management, then you can select unmanaged. This is most useful when you're using call recording. We can specify an extension group, but we'll come to that slightly later in this video. We also have a couple of checkboxes here, one of which is to enable real-time statistics. So if we want to include this extension in the real-time statistics, then we would select that checkbox. And also, if this extension is likely to be used by more than one person, then we would enable that extension for hot desking. When we finish, just click OK, and we then see the extension in our list. We can edit the details from this list directly if we want to. So for example, we could enable or disable statistics, or we could specify the type with a drop-down list, or include that extension in a particular group. Click OK. Same options available for trunks. Click on Create or Edit Trunks. You can see that in this instance some trunks have automatically been configured by the system. And if we look down at the Created By box there, you'll see it's specified as auto-config. This means that the system has seen this trunk and has automatically created it. And the same will happen for extensions and for DDIs as well. Right, so let's have a look at some groups then. If we go into the group settings, we see that we can have account code groups, we can have DDI groups, extension groups and trunk groups. Let's create an extension group, just give it a name and click OK. We'll now see that that new group, the sales group, has appeared in the list of our standard extension groups. Now we can either assign an existing extension or we can create new extensions as part of that group. We pop up to the extension configuration again, create or edit an extension, click on the group, and we see that the sales group now appears in our list and we can select it. So extension number 200 is now part of the sales group. We go down to the group itself, and we can see the extensions that are inside that sales group. And we can add a new extension directly into that sales group. If we click Add New Extension, then the group of sales is automatically now the default group. So we can enter an extension number, name, set up the various other settings, and that's automatically added into the sales group.